What is up, everybody? Tyler Alanis. This is Out of This World Entertainment. Welcome to the first episode. Basically, we're going to be talking about comics and comic book relations like movies, video games. But we are going to be talking about some of the funniest things that we actually see in regular life. And I'm here with my co-host, Christopher Garcia.
Sup, boy?
A couple reminders, or at least I want to give an announcement. I want to send my thoughts and prayers to the families who lost their loved ones in the Las Vegas massacre shooting back in October. I did not expect any of that to happen during the music festival, and I pray to all of you, please be safe while you're out there.
Yeah, everything's pretty crazy this time of age. It was unexpected, and there's more violence continuing, so just be safe out there, people.
And also, I want to give my thoughts and prayers to the Texas massacre shooting that just happened recently, a couple weeks ago. It was 2017 has just gotten ridiculous now, except for movie-wise. It's mostly like the killings and the massacre going on. I have no idea what's up with people these days.
Especially the continuous news reports of sexual harassments and assaults that's been going on in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. I want to send my thoughts and prayers to all of you.
Even though some of them could possibly be just stories to get attention, you can't deny that there's something like this was bound to happen to erupt from Hollywood, and it's been happening.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get on with the show. First off, I want to talk about Stan Lee's Comic-Con that opened June 27th through the 29th of October. Opening day did get was packed. It was really packed that night. There were a lot of photos. There was a lot of good cosplayers, but not technically like in the mood because they were kind of mad about the weapons policy that was going on, which I want to agree to the organization who decided to change that is actually a good idea since all the things have been happening.
Yeah, you can't really blame them with the crap that's been going on outside of our daily lives. It's understandable they'd be more strict on the weapons policy, but luckily they still let you in with your golden swords.
Oh, yeah. This year I dressed up as Deadpool, but I kind of redesigned it. Here's a photo if you want to take a look at it. I'll be posting up photos as we go along this conversation about the Comic-Con. So they let my swords in, but I saw everybody else having a gun like outside the convention, and they confiscate those. And I actually saw someone got confiscated, like someone actually grabbed the guns and confiscated them, and they got pissed. Yeah, they really got mad. I mean, there was like no way.
There was no way. But okay, I didn't see that happening. I believe it.
Oh yeah, but there was like issues with this year which it did not click to me.
That being said, actually, two of our good friends, Gabriel and Alan,
I hope you guys are listening to this.
And what Gabriel told me was that he went inside and he wanted to go to the Stan Lee line because he got the autograph ticket. They told him that he had to go to the other side of the building to get like these ticket stamps and then go all the way back in the Stan Lee line. And for people that didn't have that ticket, they just kicked them out. And it was ridiculous because it was unorganized from what he was telling me.
Okay, before we go into that, I want to at least tell you what happened in the very beginning through our experience. And me and Chris here actually went on Saturday with our two other friends, Alan and Gabriel. And most likely they got tickets to see Stan Lee, but it was an autograph. There wasn't like a photo with it. You had to pay separate for that, which is more money than the autograph. Anyway, when we got there, the website said 9 a.m. opening. Will be opening 9 a.m. We get there, we were kind of waiting for quite a while to see what the fuck was going on, and all of a sudden we look at our badges and it said 10 a.m.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I did not expect that. The website clearly said 9 a.m. on a Saturday, but the badges said it was actually 10 a.m. What the fuck?
I know. And then it took another 30 minutes after that time just to fucking set up. We're all here waiting to go in. We're waiting and waiting and waiting. People behind us, next to us, in front of us, corner of us, at least on the other side of the group, were yelling out, "Let us in! Let us in!" And I was like, "Fucking let us in already!" Yeah. Wait, what was that? What would you say?
You were so enraged. More enraged than the Hulk.
I was Deadpool. I'm supposed to be enraged.
Yeah, you're a Deadpool, but not the Hulk. But there were some... Nah, it was just ridiculous standing around trying to keep ourselves entertained here. It was still ridiculous. And like you said, they waited another 30 minutes just to set everything up, which should have already happened during this hour whatever wait period.
Yeah, definitely. So then finally, around 10:45, they finally let us in. And it was still a hassle to get up those stairs because they had to put everybody like through a certain line. Go like, here, you gotta use the escalator. Hold on. Okay, go up the escalator now. Okay, you go up the escalator. It was kind of a bit of a hassle. And then when we actually got into the convention, it was so chaotic. All of a sudden, it got chaotic, and it was only that one big convention room, just the main convention hall. Was it the main convention hall?
Oh, I think you mean the main stage, but same thing basically.
Yeah, because last year, they actually had two sides of the whole convention center open. Like, this was for 2016 Comic-Con. They had one for just, like, the shopping, and they had the other side for, like, the main stage panel or the autographs. And in my mind, that was better.
Oh, definitely. Looking back, that was a lot more organized than just going into the main hall or whatever rooms they were, but that was more organized.
Yeah. This year, I don't know what happened. The volunteers were crap. They were crap this year. I mean, my God, they don't know how to do their thing. They don't even know. They didn't even have a fucking manual with them. They didn't even have one of the booklets with them.
I don't think the training was that hard on them. Yeah, a manual wouldn't kill them really.
Yeah. So anyway, when my friends Alan and Chris got trying to get their tickets redeemed, Chris was right. They had to go to the other side of the convention hall and redeem them, and there was obviously a huge fucking line all of a sudden. It's not like 15 minutes in and there's already a huge fucking line going on. My word, go get your ticket redeemed first before you start walking around the convention. So they both get their tickets redeemed, but the first thing I noticed, because I was with Alan during that time, and we were trying to find the end of the line, and turns out it's like all the way to the other side of that fucking convention hall. First, you have to go to one huge side, like against the wall, and then to get to the back of the line of that stupid booth was to go back to the main entrance you were at. So when we both got in there, we stand in line and we're like, man, this is gonna take a while. I hope this is like the right line. So I asked the guy in front of us, and like, excuse me, what's this line for? He's like, oh, this is to get a Funko Pop. I was like, wait, what? This is not the line to redeem tickets or anything? He's like, no, I think it's that line all the way up there. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? What's this line? What Funko Pop is this one anyway? It's Kevin Smith's. I'm like, oh shit. But either way, I can get one of those at Frankenstein's within the next 3 months or so.
That is true.
Yeah. But now we go to the we go behind the back of this line, and it's still fucking long, and people are starting to cut in front of everybody because they decided to have it in the center of the convention, like shopping center, or the shopping area, wherever that main area is. Yeah, and it was so crazy, too. People were, like, yelling at each other. It was like, hey, you're fucking cutting.
Wow, honestly, I did not notice that.
Yeah, believe me, if you were there, Chris, you would be more surprised than I am.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I went to the panel halls of the convention, which is less people, like crowd-wise at least.
Yeah, definitely. But then Gabriel redeemed his ticket early on, then went to see Stanley, and he managed to got out in time. Alan, on the other hand, redeemed his ticket after like the 15 minutes everybody was starting to get in line for. Took longer than expected. So he finally gets his ticket redeemed, and then he had to stand in the actual line to see Stanley, and that took for 3 or 4 fucking hours. And that took up his whole entire convention time.
Yeah, sadly, that's the sad news that happened to him.
You know the saddest news that happened to him?
What's that?
Is that we had to leave early just to catch our cab.
Yeah.
And he never got that Stanley autograph.
No, he didn't. But there were positive sides, but I'll let you finish what you're going to say.
Yeah, he spent like $120 on a ticket that he never even like got to use. Like at least got to use.
Yeah. That's a real hurt right there.
Yeah. All right. Other things aside, I think the reason why it wasn't a big click because I think it was just mostly panels that day, which I was kind of excited about. But the other thing was there wasn't really that much like signing going on that day.
No, this one felt real congested. No, actually short. Because, well, I walked through the autograph area, but it felt like there wasn't anybody that the website of Stanley's Comic-Con listed, like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, it felt like there was half of those people that day and most of them didn't go.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, I'm kind of walking around because I kind of wanted to get an autograph from Tara Strong, and she wasn't even around. She was off doing like 1,000 panels that day.
Funny that you say that, because Gabriel did saw her walking past her when he was in the Stan Lee line.
Did he say, "Oh, hey, Harley Quinn, do you want to get up in here?"
No, this is Gabriel. He said, "Hey, skank."
Gabriel, I hope you're listening to this. And yes, that is kind of your skanky line.
It is, but he never said it. He just said, "Oh, Tara Strong, hey."
Come on, Gabriel, you can do better than that. But either way, I did have a good time kind of walking around, taking pictures with other cosplayers. Again, I went as Deadpool, and Chris actually went as Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted pictures right there. And only one person as a Morty, the only Morty pretty much in the convention that I saw wanted a picture with me. And or you can tell the Spider-Man thing.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say there was a lot of Spider-Mans there, and our friend Alan was Spider-Man too, so he got a lot of pictures taken, I think.
Oh, yeah, he did. And as we were walking along, people were telling Chris, "Pickle Rick!"
Yeah, that's so true.
Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick, motherfucker!
Yeah, that was a kind of good time. Here's a couple of photos of our events. Here's one with Chris's photos, and then there's some with mine in it. Yeah. So, anyway, people wanted pictures of us. I end up meeting Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool and Cable and the X-Force team. And it was kind of funny because I was in my costume and then I was like standing in line with a whole bunch of fan people who were just waiting to meet the god of Merce with a mouth. And I guess this Lady Deadpool comes walking along with an Elmo puppet dressed as Deadpool as well. And she comes up to me and is like, "Hey, you're going to give me $2,000. And I end up changing the subject. I'm like, "Wow, I never knew there was a mini version of me." And I was just kind of tapping his head a little bit. It's like, "Oh, yeah." And then I'm saying, since when did I conceive to a child? When did I ever start conceiving to a child?
In the dystopian era.
That's funny.
Dystopian era where Muppets take over.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
But either way, I met the good man, and he was really nice. But he had to go through his signing quick and photos quick. But I did get a photo. Here it is. If you guys want to see it, I went up to him and I was like, "Papa, Papa, I saw you, Papa." He was like, "What?" I was like, "What? Come on, don't recognize your own son, your own sperm of the burst." He was like, oh.
I feel so sad that he has to deal with people like that.
Whatever. Anyway, we ended up taking the photo, and he actually wanted a photo of me that way he could put on his Instagram. You could actually see it if you ever get a chance. It's kind of funny. I think it's something in Spanish. I can't really make it out. Yeah, I'll probably put it. Actually, here's a photo of it if you guys want to take a look at it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you saw it. Go ahead. So either way, I met him, and then he was really nice. And then I guess all his other friends wanted photos too. I was like posing, sexy pose, and all that. It was funny. That's it for kind of like my point of view. I'll see if there's anything else that comes out. Chris, what about your point of view? Have you done anything interesting during this time of the con?
Well, just felt like the usual. Just walked around and see what's there. Noticed, the long line for not only Stan Lee, but also that Kevin Smith Funko Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Then checked out the main stage for the Adam West panel. Then briefly with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that started before that. I think that's about it. I didn't really bother with The Rock promoting Jumanji. I already have my mixed feelings about that movie anyway.
Yeah, I kind of do. But I wish I kind of gone to the panel and just sing "You're Welcome" to Drain the Rock Johnson. Sorry if there was like a problem with that speech impediment. But Gabriel and his brother Steven decided to go see that panel, and then it was under force, I guess, because their mom wanted like a photo or something. But I told him, can you tell him to sing "You're Welcome" and see what he says? They were both like, no. I was like, fuck you then. But let's see. Drew Carey was there. I was surprised that Price is Right host will be at a convention like that.
Yeah, and we were thinking of being in line for it, but it was also a lot of people. But it would have been fun.
Yeah. But let's see. Who else?
There was also Phil Lamar.
Oh, yeah. We also met him.
Surprisingly, I was expecting Pee Wee Herman. I probably missed him, but I did not see... I forget his real name.
Paul Reubens.
Paul Reubens. I didn't see Paul Reubens.
Oh, my God. If you don't know who Paul Reubens is, he is Pee Wee Herman, if you ever watched his movies or the Playhouse television show. I think it was on Adult Swim during that time. I don't know why, but I don't know what other channel it was on. But he did do a Playhouse TV show. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead. He also did like a couple of like movie spots, like cameos and all that. He is actually a really nice guy. Yeah, I just saw him walk by. I was like, Paul Reubens. He was like, hi. Yeah. My bike. Where's my bike? Yeah. But otherwise, I think Stanley's Comic-Con needs to be a bit more organized and needs to let people know ahead of time what's going to be going on during the convention.
Definitely. They should just next year do what they did last year. Just make the main stage like half and the other half being around the building. It's a hassle, but it's more organized.
I kind of agree with that. Maybe I should volunteer. I know more about that stuff than anybody.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You should. You'll be a lot more helpful than the other assholes that were volunteered.
Yeah, I had to yell at one of them because I wanted to know the price of Rob Liefeld. I was like, hey, what's the price? What's the price? You know the price. Come on, you know the price. And she was like, oh, wait. Here's a pamphlet right here. I got one right here. It's going to be $40. I'm like, okay, finally. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's clearly someone that doesn't know who they're dealing with, nor doesn't know about their job.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's it about Stan Lee's Comic-Con. I want to move on to my next what was it? Fuck.
Topic.
Thank you, Chris. Topic. I'm sorry. I'm half asleep right now. I haven't really been sleeping that much. Yeah, working a lot.
Then you're just what they call a zombie.
What was that? What? Who made you fucking king of the zombies? Cute. Anyway, now, my next topic is what people say to each other is nonsense.
Explain.
Okay, so you know how you're around people, like, say you don't even know them, but you're just there to talk to them?
Yes.
What you do, like, at Comic-Con, like, if you want to talk to somebody about whatever the event is.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I'm with my theater class. I am a college student, by the way. I go to Rita Hondo College. Don't look for me there. If you search for me or find me at that certain spot, I will torture your life.
Oh my God.
Trust me, Chris knows.
Unfortunately, yes.
So anyway, yeah, I'm in a theater set design right now, and I'm with my class, and it turns out their conversations are hilarious because it's nonsense.
Oh, okay. Nonsense, huh?
Here's a first story. So, I guess they're discussing about Secret Santa. If any of you know what Secret Santa is, good for you. For those who hasn't done it, all you do is just like pick names out of a hat that you're gonna just give the gift to somebody, and then you're kind of trying to sneak it like in their house under their Christmas tree or something. But you're not gonna put like a name or anything. You're just gonna present it with a box, and they have to try to guess who gave that person who the gift. Yeah, so that's the point of Secret Santa. Now, when I was hearing this discussion with my class, I wanted to join in, but they already fucked up the game.
How do you fuck up a game like Secret Santa?
By telling the actual secrets that you're going to give the gift to.
Oh, that's just the spoiler alert in level 10 right there.
Yep, definitely. And I was like, you dicks, you guys are totally ruining the fucking game. That's not the point of Secret Santa.
Oh, man. That's not the point.
Yeah, but it has been a long time, and I guess they don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Wow, this is what happens when college life affects you permanently. No offense.
Not taken. But, you know what? That's probably their thing. And they're already discussing what they're going to get each other as the Secret Santa game goes on. You know what they're going to give them?
What's that?
Cereal.
Cereal? What the fuck?
I know. Every one of them wanted cereal. And, by the way, in order to play Secret Santa, you kind of have to know, like, what you want to get them. And they'll probably show you the Christmas list. And that's where you go based off. But they were telling each other, oh, we want cereal. I want Apple Jacks. I want honeycombs. I wanted cinnamon toast crunch.
Wow, that's just the weirdest Secret Santa exchanges I've ever heard in my life.
I was like, okay, you guys do that. I think I'm not going to play with you guys anymore.
Good call.
Yeah. Yeah, that was basically it. I have another story, but I kind of want to see if Chris has any stories, if he hasn't tell.
Like,
have you heard anything that's funny, but it's kind of nonsense at the same time?
Well, give me one moment.
All right, we'll probably get back to that. I'll probably move on to my next story. So, again, the theater class. And we're all sitting around and we're playing a game. It's called the awkward question game. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when you're just going to ask like a fucking awkward question. That's just it. You just ask a question. Like, for example, what was the most traumatizing thing in your life? And this is a question I'm going to give to you. If you have your answer, just leave a comment down below. So I'm kind of just sitting there listening to this. I was thinking about joining in until I heard all these other stories. I'm like, it's something personal. I don't think I'm going to do that. But I heard one after another. There's this one girl in my class who told her story. It's like, oh yeah, the most traumatizing thing that ever happened to me. She explained her story. She yelled at her brother. They both got mad. And she said, I wish you were dead. And then the brother went crying off in his room or something. The mom comes by, grabs her on the arm, drags her to the kitchen, pulls out a tray of knives, and presents them in front of her and says, here, pick one and go kill your brother with it. And I'm sitting there listening to this. I'm like, is this true? Is your mom on drugs?
Yeah, is she on drugs?
I don't know, but she said, yeah, she used to be. I was like, okay, that explains a lot. That really explains a lot.
Oh, definitely, that does.
Then another kid tells this story, but he said it wasn't traumatizing. It was kind of more of a shock. I was like, so you don't even really have an answer for that question. He was like, no. I was like, okay, move on. What was the most shocking thing that you saw in your life? And he ended up explaining it. Well, I got drunk with my friends, and it was 4th of July, and we were playing with fireworks, and there was like the candlestick fireworks. Yeah, you've seen one of those, right?
Yeah, I've seen those.
So I guess they have one, and I guess for some reason they were drunk enough to stick that up their ass. Up a friend's ass. Like they were supposed to do the jackass thing with the beer in that tube, but they ended up doing the candle firework. And they lit it, and he was bent down duckward, yoga duckward side. And I was listening to this guy go on and on. I was like, I don't want to hear it anymore, dude. That's disgusting. What did the neighbors think when they saw this? He was like, oh, I'm getting to that part. So they lit it, and fireworks were coming out of there, but it was kind of pushing the guy as it was going on. So basically, he was getting raped.
Oh man.
So, oh my god. And he was doing grunt noise. He was like,
Yeah, that sounds like a rape.
So neighbors come by and it's like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, oh, we're doing fireworks.
You stupid assholes.
Oh, yeah. But it was like, they were drunk. He was kind of buzzed. That's why he remembered all that. So I was like, yeah. All right. Well, I have more, but I want to see what Chris has to say.
Sadly, I don't have any crazy stories like that.
Not even the friends that we hang out with.
Oh, that's different. 2 of them don't live in the city of Whittier anymore, but they still have crazy shit, and we don't even see them face to face to prove it.
Didn't you say they were married or something?
At least, oh wait, it's 2017. Gay marriages are legal now. No. It's pretty much turned into a marriage because the mother of the friend moved out on them, and so they just live on their own right now. So yeah, it does sound like a marriage. Now that I talk about it, oh good God.
Yeah, sorry, Sam and Mario. I know that has to go through. Yeah, I know you guys have to live with that now, but you guys will always get by. You know that, right?
Pretty sure they do. I mean, one of them's about to be a trucker, so that might do something.
Not
that way.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Norman Reedus kind.
The hell's a Norman? Oh, wait, there's the Norman Reedus kind. I thought it was a motorcycle.
No. But, yeah. Maybe I have one more story I want to kind of run by before we end this. So, again, theater class. Yeah, that's where I get my most hilarious stories. I hope they're not listening. They might kick out my ass later. So, with the awkward question game going on again, they asked, what was the most, difficult time for you? And one guy ended up saying having sex with my girlfriend. I was like, that's a difficult time? Why is that a difficult time? He ended up explaining, well, I didn't have a condom. She didn't have lubricant. And we didn't know what position we were trying to go through. And it ended up failing. And I was like, you dumbass. Have you ever had sex before? He was like, yeah, I have. I was like, then you must be bad at it. I was like, well, I didn't have a condom. I was like, you were supposed to go get one. Do you really want to be a baby daddy? He was like, no. I was like, then get a fucking condom. You know, condom. You get them at a sex store or maybe the 99-cent store that when you take them out of the package, it's all slimy and gooey. When you slip it on there, it's kind of like putting a little glove on. But yeah, and yeah, you know what? I just love those guys. I kind of like being around them for their stories.
Yeah, it's always good people like that you still stick around with because they have so many weird but funny stories to talk about.
Definitely, especially from theater. Theater class always has more interesting stories.
Oh, yeah, I can tell from the stories you tell me most of the time.
Definitely. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. There will be a lot more episodes coming by. So stick around. Follow us on Facebook. It is Out of This World Entertainment Podcast. Give us a like. Follow us. That kind of really supports us.
Yes, it will support us very nice, except negative comments.
All right, so out of this World Entertainment, I am your host, Tyler Alaniz.
Christopher Garcia.
And this is Lights Out.